So today we are going to learn how to write a professional ad copy using AIDA formula. And today we are going to cover these three things. The 5W rule, Facebook ads and its various parts will do the revision. And again the AIDA formula to write the perfect ad. So whenever we are creating any new campaign, we have to keep the following things in your mind, sorry. Whenever you're creating any new campaign, you have to keep the following things in your mind. Who is your target prospect? That is, who is your ideal audience? What do you want to them to know? That is, whatever offer you have, you should make sure that the offer is crystal clear. Why should they care? There are many vendors in the market, but how is your offer different? Why should they stop on your ad and go through that? And let's say if they go through the ad and everything is good, where can they get more info? Like, what is the call to action? These are things we should keep in mind while writing any ad. Okay, now quickly going through these things once more. This is a sample ad, and first of all what you see is the ad image. That is the most visible part in any ad create, be it on Facebook, be it on Google. The ad image or the video is the most important part. Okay, above ad there's something called Dear IT professionals ever wondered, etc., etc. What is that? That is ad description. Somebody says it as ad description. People say it as primary text. Somebody says ad copy. So these three words are used interchangeably. So you can note it down. And on top of that, there's something written Pankaj Agarwal. What is that? That is your Facebook page name. Whatever business page you've created, the names comes on top of that. Below Pankaj Agarwal, there's something called sponsored. So whenever your ad is shown on Facebook, this tag will always come sponsored. It means that it's a paid ad. In normal, when a normal post will come, it won't be written as sponsored. That is how a normal person, a person who is using Facebook, can differentiate that this is an ad or this is a regular post by your friend or a page you are following. Okay, and then what types of images are supported or videos are supported? Facebook supports image, video, carousel. What is carousel? Carousel is like multiple images are coming one after the other. And then there's something called catalog as well. What's catalog? For example, if you're e-commerce site, so you can list multiple products at once. Let's say if you're selling a laptop, you can show four variations of the laptop, front, side, back, and all. Or maybe you can show different models of the laptop. So if you're showing multiple e-commerce products, so then that time you have to use catalog ads. And then below the image, there's something written how I got 3 to 5 high paying job offers. What is that? That is called headline. And even below that, there's something called subheadline. In Facebook, if you'll go to configure that, it will be called description. But actually, we call it subheading, subheadline. But when you are typing it in Facebook, the option will be description. So don't get confused with in this. This is description and the description above the image. And the sign up button. Sometimes it will be sign up. Sometimes it will be learn more. Sometimes it will be contact now. So those things are called call to action button. Okay. Now this is a sample ad which I had written for my first webinar like 2 years back. So I'll quickly tell you my story so that you can understand the ad a little more. Okay. See, initially I was working in Accenture like a few years back. Then when I was working in Accenture, then I for some reasons I wanted to double my salary. Usually what happens is that once you switch a job, you'll get 30%, 40%, 50% hike. But for some reasons, my salary was very less and I was wanting to double the salary, not by getting 30-40%, but I wanted 100% hike directly. That was my aim. So what I was doing, I was giving interviews at different places. Somewhere I was getting rejected and somewhere I was selected. So at the places I was selected, I was clearly telling the HR that, look, HR, you can take any tough round of technical interviews from me. I'm clear about my subject matter. Why I was clear about my subject matter? Because I had lots of practical experiences in this field. Then I told them that I'm clear about my subject matter. So what you can do, take my toughest interview possible. But this is my condition that if you want to hire me, I will need 100% hike. So if you can meet the criteria, then only let's proceed further. If not, there's no use of proceeding further. And why was I always like whichever HR I met, I told the same thing. And why was I like doing this thing? Because I was sure, I was certain about my skills. I had acquired by learning Facebook ads. So when I thought that I want to get this double salary, so what I did, I learned this skill first. For 3-4 months, I did learn a lot. I practiced it on few clients as a freelancer. Then when I was sure enough that I know a lot, and I know even then more than what 5 years experienced people would have done, then I was doing this interview game. And I was luckily able to crack this interview within my first three interviews. And after those first three companies where I got gave interview, in two of those companies I was selected, right? So basically what I want to say is that now I had this skill. And let me tell you a funny fact that I was working as a software engineer there in Accenture. I was working as a software engineer. So what problem I had, that whenever I was going to interviews, they were saying that you are even more fresher. You don't even have 2 years of experience. Even though I had 2 years of experience in Accenture, they tell you will be considered as a fresher with 0 years of experience, because whatever you were working in Accenture, that was a completely different role. It was a software engineer role. But what I was doing in I was applying for a marketing role. So that was completely different. So they were offering me even lower salary, but I wanted a higher salary. So this was the trouble which not only I had, but lots of other IT people would have. But I was lucky enough that I was able to solve this problem for myself. So what I did is I started creating a webinar to help those people who also had a similar problem, whose problem was they were from IT industry, they were fed up of their job, they wanted to switch to another job, but they didn't have much experience in marketing field, and whoever uh, even if tried to apply, they were still getting rejected. They were like companies were saying that you are getting different role, you are coming up with different experience, so you will not get that much hike, right? But since I knew the skill, I knew that the trick was just to get some practical experience, work on clients, and then we can demand even 100% hike. It was nothing. So I wrote an ad. I started conducting webinars to help people out of this. Okay. So who is my target? Now you can relate from the story. See, I'll read out the entire ad once. Then you will be able to relate. Dear IT professionals, ever wondered how to shift from your current software job to a high-paying digital marketing job, even if you have no prior experience? Then I have some good news for you. After working in the software industry for almost 2 years, I successfully transitioned into a high paying digital marketing job in 2019 with almost 100% hike. In my very first interview, even when I was an introvert. Today, after less than 1 year at the company, I get 3 to 5 offers from top companies who are ready to pay even thrice or more than my salary. So, if you are interested in these things, I'm hosting a free webinar on this Thursday. I want to discover the exact system I've used to get the job and develop the skills that I have. Here's what you're going to discover: how to get 3 to 5 offers from your dream companies without worrying about your work experience and resume. How to choose the right company to work with so that you'll actually enjoy your work as well as your salary. How to get results for the companies you work with without learning dozens of tools and platforms. This webinar is available only for 20 registrants. Then the price will be increased back to 399. And then the ad was continued. Here's how to book your seat, and I give the steps. Okay. So let me quickly explain the parts. There are 4 parts. First of all, do you think this ad is useful and this ad is completely relatable to my story? And whoever has the similar problem, we will be able to attract the correct people. That even if my targeting is wrong, a little bit an average type, but still I'll be getting the exact people which I want. Do you think this ad is like super bad? Please type in super if you think that people can relate to this ad. It will be get, and if you want to write this kind of ads yourself, okay. So there's nothing like, we don't have to be fancy here. If you see that it looks fancy or something, but actually it's straight to the point, and it's just divided into 4 parts. And if you start from a blank paper also, you still can write this kind of a ad. I'll tell you how. Using AIDA formula, which is stands for attention, interest, desire, action. Just let me try once more if Canva is opening. No, Canva is not working today. Okay. So using AIDA formula, you can write your ad. It stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. So let's go through all these things one by one. First of all, attention. What is the aim of this part? Attention. It's to hook them to see our ad. Basically, in my ad, what was the attention part? Hey, IT professionals. And nowadays, you might have seen lots of ads like it says, hey, coaches, hey, parents, or are you looking for something? So, what happens is basically, even if sometimes your targeting is not that crystal clear, or sometimes not that laser focused, but still, if you write something like this, dear IT professionals, or dear dog owners, whatever your product is, if you write something so that it pinpoints that person, dear dentist, dear coaches, so it will clearly make sure that no other people is reading our ad is only being read by the correct people, so that at least one problem is solved. So it helps in improving the targeting more. And that's why it said always keep customer avatar in mind when writing this part, that who is our customer. Okay. Now after the ad, after you say hey coaches, the next line is the pain point. Let me show you the ad. Dear IT professionals, ever wondered how to shift from your current job to a high paying job even without any prior experience? So this is the pain point. Like they don't have any experience, but they want to switch to a high paying job, but they don't have a experience. So they are in this endless cycle that to get high salary, they need a good experience, but they won't get experience without this. So it's an endless cycle. So that is their biggest pain point for people who want to shift to a high paying job, and if they don't have any experience. So First of all, we have written the best pain point. We have not mentioned about the products, features, benefits in the ad description. No way, don't try to mention this product features and all. Like, let's say if you're selling an iPhone, the classic example, they say they used to when they were selling iPods, they were telling that carry 1,000 songs in your pocket, something like that. So they were telling the outcome which the end user will receive. Because as a layman, like we won't understand that what 16 GB of data means. Okay, we have 16 GB. We might have 32 GB. So what does that actually mean? That is benefit or features, right? Feature is 16 GB storage. But they told carry 1,000 songs. Now that we will be able to imagine, okay, 1,000 songs, that's a lot. We will be able to store that, right? So you have to try to talk more and more about the pain points transformation, not about the product and features. Okay. It should be only about the problem you're trying to solve with your product. It should be about the transformation the end user will get after taking your offer. Like in my case, it was get a high paying job. Or in this particular workshop, it's how to generate your high quality leads using Facebook ads. That's my transformation which I'm giving. Okay, so this was the part which I've highlighted. Once again, dear IT professionals, ever wondered how to shift from your current software job to a high paying job even without any experience? Another example can be, hey techies, do you work out? Let's say it's for another type of people who are technology driven and they're just working on a laptop 24/7, and a gym owner wants to target them. So they're saying to them that this ad is for you if you are sitting on working on your laptop for 24/7 without any break, you are getting this strain and all. So then they can use this kind of lines. Another ad example, hello moms, earn 50,000 monthly from the comfort of your home. They, they're just directly giving the main thing. Second thing is interest. Now the aim of the interest is to hold their attention and create further interest. Basically, when we said, hey coaches, hey IT professionals, already the concerned people stopped on our ad. Now we want to make sure that they keep on reading more and more, right? That's the aim. So build up more on what grabbed their attention already. You can write about a case study, like 2 3 lines that, or you can write some interesting facts. Let's say I wrote about this. After working in the software industry for almost 2 years, I successfully transitioned into my high paying digital marketing job. So what I did was I shared my experience there. You can share your experience, you can share an interesting fact, or you can share like a surprising thing, data, whatever you have, you have to share something so that they will keep on reading more. That you have to give them more information about this thing. There's an example. Getting bored of kids complaining about getting bored every time. Thinking about how to creatively engage them in this extended lockdown without compromising your work from home hours. This ad was written by some parenting coach who was teaching something to their kids, and this was targeted to parents. Another example is same gym example we are taking, like the one, hey techies, do you work out? Second line would be, you are 85% more likely to work out if you schedule it the night before. So here they are giving the data. Sometimes you can give data, sometimes you can give experience, whatever is relevant to you. The third part is desire. The aim is to create a strong desire in the mind of to avail the offer. Now they've read half part of your ad. Now you want to tell them that, look, these are the things which you will be getting if you attend this, webinar, or if you call us, if you, whatever action which you want, whatever is our offer, We have to tell them that these are the benefits you are going to get, or this is the transformation you will get. Show them how their life will change from your product or service. Why should they get this service from you and not from others? Establish credibility here. You can mention about your past experiences here. So here I have given these three green points that I told them, okay, this was my experience and all. Then I continued the ad. I told them that I'm hosting a free webinar. So once they see free webinar, they will jump in. Okay, let me, it's good, it's exciting that there's something for free for me. Now they'll read more. See what 3 points I'm telling. Just carefully analyze it. How to get 3 to 5 offers from your dream companies without worrying about your work experience and resume. I told them what was their problem? They didn't have any experience. So I told them how you can get the offer even without any work experience. Now, second point, how to choose the right company to work with. I'm not just telling them that, okay, I'll give you a job or you will get a job after taking my course. I'm also telling them I'll teach you how to choose the right company. That means I'm again telling them that they will have a lots of companies where they will get offers from, but they will have the option to select that which companies they want to work with, which companies they don't want to work with. And they, when they are working with the company, they should enjoy working. It should not be just that they should go after salary and all. So I'm building on more things, like it's not just that I'm giving the main offer. The main thing is that they want offers and job. So I'm not just helping them to get a job, I'm helping them to move to 2 steps further. Like after getting a job, they will get few more problems. So I'm helping them solve that as well. What would that problem be? How to get results for the companies you work with without learning dozens of tools. See, that was the third point. Now, since they don't have any experience, we are teaching them how to get a job. But it's like it's not just about getting a job. They have to provide results to the companies as well, right? And that was their initial thing, that they don't want to learn too much technical thing, but still they want high paying job. So I told them how to get result for the companies you work with without learning dozens of tools. So now they are fully satisfied. Now they are eager. Yes, yes, I want to join the webinar. When is the webinar? They will ask. So that is comes the fourth part of the ad. The fourth part is action. That what action do you want them to take? And whenever you're giving them action, just try to keep it a single action. Either join the webinar, or either call us, either message us, either book an appointment. Just try to keep a single call to action. Don't keep like book a webinar registration, book a call with us and join this webinar and call us. Don't keep three, four things. Don't merge it. Just keep one single clear call to action. Okay. So in my case, it was here's how to book your seat. This is a free webinar. Click on the sign up button below. You will receive an email, complete the form and all. That was simple. And at last, I also said them, at the end of this online webinar, you will be presented with an offer to hire me as the coach. So I told them that, okay, I'm going to upsell you also something at the end of the webinar, but it's completely optional. Cool. So summing up it up quickly, there are 4 parts of the writing any good ad copy: attention, interest, desire, action. Attention is to grab users' attention. Hey techies, hey IT professionals, whoever is the thing, you can tell them. Interest, to keep them hooked, like to build up more on that, to give write 2 3 lines more on anything so that they will be interested to read it further. Desire means create a strong desire, give them such a offer that they can't refuse. Basically, you might have heard of irresistible offer. So your offer should be such a thing that yes, yes, I want to join this webinar. If it's a webinar, you can tell them join a webinar. If something about something else, then you can tell them, okay, this is the product, but give them a irresistible offer basically. Action is guide them with the next steps. Okay. So clear till now, please type in clear. Okay, so now these are the tools and resources which I would be sharing. First is AIDA articles. I would be sharing a link where you can read more such articles, like one I had written, but you can read more such of articles so that you can get more and more an idea about that. Second is Facebook Ads Library. I would also be sharing the link to Facebook Ads Library once again, where you can see your competitors' ad. You can analyze what ads this company is running, what ads that brand is running, and all. So you can see the latest trends as well, that what's working today, what people are doing today. That is one thing. Third is add creative inspiration. I'll also be sharing the link to a ebook which has a collection of top 500 creatives in the world. And then again few more ad copy for inspiration. Fifth is supported ad formats. Supported ad formats means like what kinds of, we talk that you can use image, you can use video, but what is the size of the image to be used? What is the guidelines? How much text should be there? What should be the length of the video? What should be the resolution of the video? So you will be getting the links and resources so that you will understand everything about these things. Okay.